Well, good evening and welcome to Tom Field and a high school football Friday night here on Zaleski Sports in the Great Northern Conference. It's the Wausau East Lumberjacks hosting the Medford Raiders. I'm Tom King. Thanks for joining us here. Our pregame show is brought to you by Auto Select, located on Schofield Avenue in Weston. They've been providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years with a 3-year nationwide warranty and free roadside assistance at Auto Select. You're good to go. That's Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, and also on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. The Wausau East Lumberjacks have been struggling with injuries, but they are mostly healthy tonight, and they hope to get back in the win column. They haven't seen the win column since opening night when they beat Westby. They've dropped 4 in a row since then and are 0-3 in the Great Northern Conference, but they've got some winnable games coming up, or at least some games that they'll be competitive in, and that starts here tonight against a banged-up Medford squad. Medford has 7 players not in uniform tonight, including 3 or 4 on crutches that I saw coming out of the locker room, so they've got some injuries to deal with here tonight, and Wausau East hopes to take advantage of that and get in the win column in the conference. They've lost 4 straight to La Crosse Logan, 29-21. Tomahawk in a tough one, 11-10 the final there. 2 safeties against the Lumberjacks in that loss to Tomahawk, who is undefeated in the conference right now. They also lost to Rhinelander 28-14, and Mosinee beat them last week 35-7. For Medford, they are 2-3 overall and 2-1 in the conference. They beat Lakeland 20-18 in a tight one, and they've got Tomahawk next week, so they're fairly looking to get a win here tonight as they go into a little bit tougher part of their schedule. Let's take a break and we'll come back and hear the national anthem. We'll also get the starting lineups for tonight's game. It's senior night here at Tom Field for the Lumberjacks. We'll talk about the 12 seniors on this Lumberjack squad as well. We'll do all that when we come back. This is high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable, with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
And we're back here at Tom Field as we get set for the start of this one. Senior night, as we mentioned, 12 seniors on this Lumberjack squad, led by starting running back Ian Stahl, one of the faster guys in the Great Northern Conference. Caden Meverton, the starting wide receiver and safety, also a senior. Eddie Broadnax, Connor Machi. Also defensive lineman Brett Blashka. Tayshawn Williams plays tight end and linebacker. Peyton Nest, a senior. Tyler Rothmeyer as well. Edmund Woods, a linebacker. Gio Gomez, who handles the kicking duties for the Lumberjacks. Also Tyler Stashik and Logan Glavinsky, 2 of the linemen, including Glavinsky, who's going to be going on to play college football at UW-Eau Claire. And the senior managers on the squad, Zach Pearson and Dylan Sillers. I'm told Pearson is actually suited up for the game here tonight. The other games in the conference tonight, Mosinee playing at Tomahawk, Anago is at Rhinelander, and also Merrill is at Lakeland tonight. The Lumberjacks will see Merrill next Saturday afternoon in a game up at Blue Jay Stadium.
And all athletic events. Good sportsmanship should include a demonstration of respect for opponents' coaches.
We'll take a listen to the national anthem before we get the starting lineups here tonight on a beautiful night for football, and the field's in great condition too here at legendary Tom Field here in Wausau.
For the national anthem, played by the Wausau East Pep Band.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's action. Starting lineups are brought to you by Associated Bank, where in every market they serve, Associated Bank is committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger. For the visiting Medford Raiders defensively here tonight, the up front guys will be Forrest Hartle, that is, he's a junior. Also, Ian Stickney is a sophomore. Carson Ingersoll, a defensive end, is a junior. And also on the defensive side of the football for Medford, you've got Colton Sachka, defensive back. Cash Thumbs is a defensive back. Also, Nick Krause playing in the defensive backfield.
All right, and now for tonight's starting
Parker Hill
lineups,
is
the
in
Medford
the line.
Raiders
We're playing
would like to be
linebacker Will
introduced as a
Wojcik,
team.
the defensive
the
back.
Medford Raiders, coached
And Luke
by Ted Wilson.
Klaptauskas is a linebacker for this Medford Raiders squad.
Tonight, we celebrate our Wausau Lumberjacks
Offensively
seniors.
for the Lumberjacks,
These
the
young men
quarterback
have given
tonight will
their
be
time,
sophomore
talent,
Camden
and heart
Rye.
to this
Cam Rye
program,
getting a start
showing
tonight, his first start
dedication,
on the
leadership, and
varsity
pride
at
on and
quarterback
off
for
the
the
field.
Lumberjacks. The running back
We
Ian
also want
Stahl,
to
the
thank the
senior.
families who have supported
Henry
them
Moss, one of the
throughout their
wideouts.
journey.
Tanner Konstruski,
Please join us in
Jr. is the
honoring
other
the class of
wideout, and
2026
Aiden Kilby is the
Lumberjack
tight end.
seniors.
And up
Once a
front
Lumberjack,
for
always
the
a Lumberjack.
Lumberjacks, healthy tonight for the first time in a while. Logan Glavinsky, the senior. Marcus Turner, a junior. Elijah DeMoss is a junior. Turner Zink, a sophomore, and Jackson Gumbert, a junior, for head coach Tyler Kramer. Medford is coached by Ted Wilson.
And now, number 1, Caden Meverden.
The officials for tonight's action from the Northwoods, from Minocqua, Park Falls, and Rhinelander. The referee is Sean Umlin. The umpire is Jacob Herbst. The linesman Kevin Kirby. The line judge Randy Quaid, and Tom Myers is the back judge for tonight's action. We mentioned the other games in the Great Northern Conference. There's a bunch of other action involving Central Wisconsin teams as well. DC Everest is at Eau Claire North tonight, with Marshfield playing at Wisconsin Rapids. Edgar at home tonight against Rapids Assumption. Marathon a home matchup with WIAA Fremont. Pittsville's at Abbotsford tonight. Northland Pines at Clintonville. Rib Lake at Prentice. Auburndale playing at Stevens Point Pacelli. Royal Greenwood is at Wittenberg-Burnhamwood. Gilman at Thorpe tonight. Almond Bancroft at Wild Rose. Chequamegon Butternut playing at Athens. Neilsville Granton is at Mondovi. Spencer Marshfield Columbus at Amherst. Bullard Gresham at Tri-County, and Marion Tigerton at Port Edwards. Wausau Newman has the night off tonight. They were scheduled to play Menominee Nation, but Menominee Nation said we just don't have the numbers, and with injuries and things, they decided to cancel that game. 2 games on the schedule tomorrow, including here on Zaleski Sports. Stevens Point playing Wausau West here at Tom Field tomorrow afternoon, and Colby is at Stratford in tomorrow's action. Our game brought to you in part tonight by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout Central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Also by Domtar. Join the team at Domtar Paper in Rothschild. Proud to support local Wausau High School athletics. That's Domtar Paper Mill on North Grand Avenue in Rothschild.
Tyler Stashik.
As you can see, the Lumberjacks are in their red jerseys tonight, red helmets, black pants. And the Medford Raiders across the way are in white jerseys, red pants, white helmets. Just an absolutely gorgeous night for late September here in Wausau at Tom Field here tonight. So let's see what will happen here tonight. Medford's going to get the football first. East won the toss and deferred. So they will get the football to start the second half, and they'll put their defense on the field first. Dropping back deep for Medford will be Will Wojcik and also Colton Sachka for the Raiders. I walked down on the field earlier. The field's in great shape for this time of the season. I mean, we're 5 weeks into the season, and the field is in really good shape. Of course, 2 games in a row today and tomorrow might have something to say about that, but they've been lucky. They haven't played in really in a driving rainstorm yet on this field and dug it all up. So footing should be good tonight. Shouldn't be a problem with that. And the wind is not going to be a factor right now either. As you can see, there are little flags on the goalposts, and they aren't moving at all, and the American flag on the pole is not moving either. All right, we are just about set to go here. It'll be Gio Gomez, the senior, who will kick off here for the Lumberjacks. Really a must-win for East if they have any hope of making a playoff run here in the later parts of this season. Here's the kick. It's a squib kick. It's going to be loose. The ball is loose. Who's got it? Looks like Medford's going to recover it. They're going to have great field position. Lumberjacks say they have it. Let's see what they're going to say. I've not seen a signal from the officials yet, but Medford's going to come up with the football. That ball was loose for a moment. Easton Gabert recovered it for Medford. So the Lumberjacks try an onside kick here, and it went off one of the upmen for Medford, so the ball was loose for a moment, but they were able to recover it, and they have great field position to start 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. And they're going to get handed off to the deep man in the eye. He's going to cut it back. Not much there. Will Wojcik picked up maybe a 2 on that. Second down and 8 for the Raiders. Nick Krause is the quarterback, and he brings Medford to the line. They'll split 2 receivers out to the near side. Single man in the backfield, Krause under center. And they're going to hand it off to the man in the backfield, but we're going to get a flag before that. It's probably going to be an illegal procedure call. No, they're going to call offside against East. It's going to be encroachment against the Lumberjacks. So that'll be a free 5 here for Medford.
Offside.
And that will set up the Raiders with second down and short. Ball down inside the 45-yard line at the 44. Going to be second down and about 3.5 on the 5-yard penalty. Triple I behind Krause this time. They're going to give it to the second man through, and he breaks tackles, and he's going to get a first down powering forward. Sawyer Elsner, I believe that is, down to the 35-yard line, and it's going to be a first down. And picked up about 9 on that, so it's a first down for Medford at the 35-yard line.
First and 10, ball on the 35.
First and 10 for the Raiders. Just underway here, first possession of the game as Krause brings Medford to the line. Tight formation, Krause out of the pistol here. And now they're going to direct snap it. Now they're going to one of the up men. And Elsner's going to take the direct snap and pick up positive yardage. Not much. Got a couple there. Now they're going to give him about 3 on that. Call it second down and 7.
Krause on the carry. Brought down by Klein. It's going to be second down, second and 7.
That was an interesting formation right there. Medford warmed up tonight, throwing nothing but long passes for about 15 to 20 minutes. They're not traditionally a passing team. Here's a triple I again here. And they're going to pitch it to the deep man and try the right side. He cuts it back. He's going to be tackled at around the 30-yard line, short of the first down. And on the carry for Medford that time was Will Wojcik, and it's going to be third down and about 4. So an early challenge here for the East defense, although I would imagine it's 4-down territory from this spot on the field for Medford. Triple I again, Krause under center. And they're going to give it to the second man through the fullback. He's got first down yardage and more down near the 20-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 9 on the carry there. That was Carson Ingersoll on the carry right there, and he powered down for 9 yards. And another first down for Medford. So the onside kick gave Medford a short field to begin the game, and they're taking advantage of it here, pounding it down to the 20 now. First and 10 for the Raiders from there. Wide receiver split to the left. They're going to direct snap again and try the left side. Now a cutback. Get it down near the 15, maybe the 14 for Wojcik again. And he picked up about 5 on that. Call it second down and 5. Ball at the 15-yard line. Our game brought to you in part tonight by Bruce Orthodontics, providing comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They're now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. And they're going to throw this time. They're going to throw it deep to the end zone, well overthrown to the back of the end zone. Cash Thooms threw that one, but he missed his receiver by about 5 yards deep in the end zone. And it'll bring up a third down and about 5 on the first pass attempt of the game for Medford. Going to be 4-down territory, obviously, for Medford from here, unless they want to try a field goal and get on the board first. They're going to go back to that triple I again with Krause under center. And now one of the players jumped. The offensive line for Medford on the left side jumped early, and that'll send him back 5 yards. So now, the Lumberjacks with a chance to get a stop here. 3rd down and 10. As the ball marked back near the 20-yard line. 8:23 to play here, first quarter. Still no score. Just underway, first possession of the game. Wide receiver to the far side, and they're going to direct snap again and try to get the corner on the left side. Can they get there? They're not going to get there. Now cutting back and then swarmed under by red jerseys. That was Wojek. And once he didn't get the corner, really, he had nowhere to go. And good pursuit by the Lumberjacks. Maybe a yard on that, but it's going to be 4th down and 9. And a chance for East to get off the field here, or get the defense off the field if they can get a stop. I would imagine Medford will go for it here, but Lumberjacks with a golden opportunity here to get a stop on this first possession. They're going to stack 3 receivers. They're going to spread out 3 receivers to the left side and out of the gun, and they're going to throw. They're going to throw off. They're going to throw downfield. It's going to be intercepted by the Lumberjacks inside the 10-yard line. The ball went off the wide receiver and then got picked off. And let's see who got that pick. I think it was Ian Stahl. It was Ian Stahl who got the interception. And East will have the football. 1st and 10 Lumberjacks at about their own 10-yard line. That would have been a completion for a 1st down. It went off the receiver, though, and Stahl got the pick. And East will go on offense here. Big stop for the Lumberjack defense right there. And East will have Cam Rye at quarterback for the first time at the varsity level, and he'll operate out of the gun here with Stahl behind him. Wide receiver to the right and a wing to the left. So the sophomore at QB. Man comes in motion now. Rye's going to take it. He's going to play action to Stahl. He's going to throw it. He's going to throw deep. He's got a man behind the defense. It's caught, and it may go the distance, and it will. It's going to be a touchdown. It's going to be a 90-yard touchdown pass for the Lumberjacks. And Cam Rye put that right on the numbers. That was a great play action fake. Tanner Kostrowski, the junior, made the catch on that. He was about 10, 12 yards behind the defense on that great play action fake. And just like that, the Lumberjacks jump on top 6-0. Gio Gomez will look to kick here. So what a play to start the game. What a play to start the varsity football career for Cam Rye. He throws a 90-yard touchdown pass in his first start at quarterback. And Kostrowski, the junior, not getting a lot of balls thrown his way, but he got behind the defense that time and made the catch. I mean, I want to tell you, that's going to be a tough catch when you're that far behind the defense. You know if you don't catch it, it's going to be really embarrassing. The extra point is good. We'll talk more about that touchdown play when we come back. Lumberjacks lead it here early, 7-0. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from your simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
And we're back here at Tom Field. This one they're going to kick deep, and Gomez puts the boots to it in the end zone. They weren't going to mess around with a squib kick that time, and Gomez put it in the end zone for the touchback, and Medford will start 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. One thing that we should talk about that touchdown pass is how they sold the play action. Ian Stahl, one of the fastest guys in the Great Northern Conference, was set up behind Rye in that formation. They faked the handoff, and Rye did a nice little bootleg with the ball on his hip, so the defense really couldn't see it. And the defenders came up thinking it was a run. They sold that play action. The defenders come up thinking it's a run, and that leaves the wide receiver wide open, and they made it pay. Here's a hand up off the middle for Medford, and they're going to rip off a big run right there out to the 35-yard line. On the carry for the Raiders that time, Sawyer Elsner, and he picked up 15 yards on that as Medford dominated the line of scrimmage on that run for the Raiders' first down for Medford at their own 35. Triple I formation once again for Medford. They give it to the deep man, and that's Wojek. He's going to dance around and pick up positive yardage before he swarmed under. Picked up 2 or 3 on that. Call it a pickup of 3 on the carry, 2nd down and 7.
Wojak on the carry. Mallory on the stop. Going to be 2nd down.
Second down and 7, triple I again for Medford, and once again they give it to the deep man, and that's Elsner getting it across the 40, short of the first down at about the 42. Sawyer Elsner on the carry. Picked up maybe 4 on that, and call it 3rd down and about a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Maybe 2, call it 3rd and 2. Ball just at the 43-yard line. Raiders come to the line. Trips backfield. Krause under center. They hand it off to the middle man, and he's going to get first down yardage out across the 45 to about the 48. Maybe the 49 is where they'll mark it, and that's Elsner on the carry once again.
Elsner on the carry. Mallory on the stop.
And picked up about 5 on that, and it's another first down for Medford. They've been able to move the football. They moved the football in that opening drive before giving it up on a 4th down interception by Ian Stahl. Trips I again, and they give it to the deep man again. Oh, a big hit in the backfield. And let's see if we can get a number on who made that hit for the Lumberjacks. Getting in there for East that time. That looks like Miles Mallory.
Carry Matt in the backfield.
Aiden Kilty, Mallory and Kilty got in there, but Mallory made the initial hit. Big hit inside. And a loss of 2 on the play on the big hit by Mallory. Going to be 2nd down and 12. Direct snap to the receiver this time, or to the running back this time, trying the right side. He's got the corner, he's got the edge, cuts it back, and it's going to be a first down inside the 40-yard line. Good blocking that time for Medford, and a good run there for Will Wojek. Picks up the first down inside the 40-yard line. And a pickup of about 15 on that for Wojek. 1st and 10 as Medford blockers gave Wojek some running room, and he turned on the Jets that time and picked up the first down. 4:21 to play first quarter. East leading 7-0. And another going to hand it off or snap it right to the running back, and they get the right side. And once again, positive yardage for Elsner. Down inside the 35 to about the 32-yard line.
Taken out of bounds.
Pickup of about 6 on that direct snap to Elsner. It's going to be 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4.
Our game brought to you by Sherrill Tire and Auto. For all your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tires that fill your needs for a sure thing to get back on the road. That's Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. I'll make that 2nd down and 4. Tight formation here. And another direct snap, and now they try a counter play, and they made it work. They're going to pick up the first down on a nice counter, and still on his feet fighting for yardage. They're going to give him the extra yardage. I thought he had him stacked up and dropped. Instead, he kept the legs churning and got down inside the 25-yard line. Ingersoll on the carry, and he's a load.
Going to be good enough for Raider first down.
Carson Ingersoll listed as a defensive end and a running back, so you know he's got some size, and he made it work that time. Picked up first down yardage down inside the 25 to about the 22. Wing left, and they're going to direct snap it again, and breaking tackles. Still on his feet down inside the 15-yard line. And that was Elsner on the carry that time, and he picked up 9. So Medford just grinding it out, running it down the Lumberjacks' throat right now.
Elsner on that carry. It'll be 2nd and short.
Time of possession,
for the Raiders.
Medford has had 2 long sustained drives, but East leads 7-0 on the one play, 90-yard pass for a touchdown. Triple I, they're going to give it to the inside man. That's Ingersoll. This time he is stacked up and driven backwards. Lumberjacks got the stop that time, and I think he's going to be short of the first down. Call it no gain on the play for Ingersoll, and it's going to be a 3rd down and about a yard. Obvious 4-down territory here for the Raiders. We go down to 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Trips backfield behind Krause under center. They're going to give it to the first man through, big hole, 1st down and more for Elsner as he took it down inside the 10-yard line to about the 9.
On the carry.
And it'll be a 1st down for Elsner, and a 1st down and goal now for the Raiders at the east 8 or 9 yard line, about halfway in between. And that's where the Raiders will come to the line. They're going to have that triple I again here with Krause under center. They're going to pitch it this time and try the left side. Once again, a big hole, and down near the end zone, going to be down short. That's Wojcik on the carry. Took it down inside the 5, and they're going to mark it at about the 2.
It'll be 2nd and goal for the Raiders.
So 8 carries apiece for Wojcik and Elsner. Ingersoll's got 3. They've tried 1 pass, and that was incomplete in the end zone on their first drive. But now they've got it 2nd and goal at the 2. Trips behind him again, an eye, and then they give it to Ingersoll. He powers in. It's going to be a touchdown for Medford. 2-yard touchdown run for Ingersoll, and that was a nice drive by Medford as they took it right down the field from their own 20 and powered it in. A 2-yard touchdown run for Ingersoll. And with 58 seconds to play here in the first quarter, the Raiders are a conversion away from tying this game. They'll go for 2 here. Direct snap. Wojcik is going to get the corner, cuts it back, but a flag's going to fly in. He got into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, but I think that's going to come back on a hold, and that will be. And let's see what they want to do with that. The call was good, but the hold is going to bring that back, and they'll have to try it again.
Holding on the Raiders.
But they'll back them up. So the 2-point conversion comes off the board on the hold. And they're going to back them up all the way to about the 14-yard line. And about the 13 is where they'll mark it, so they're going to have to try from there for this conversion. And they'll come to the line. And they'll run out of the gun here, and they want to throw it for the two-point conversion. They throw it out in the flat. It's going to be caught, but an open field tackle there. No chance for the two-point conversion there. The Lumberjacks get the stop, and they maintain the lead. East 7, Medford 6. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
On our flooring and furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded high-bred mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
And we're back here at Tom Field, where Medford will kick off for the first time tonight. Ian Stahl back deep for the Lumberjacks. I would imagine Medford will try to keep the ball out of his hands if they can. It is going to be a short pooch kick. It's going to be taken by one of the up men and then immediately going down at about the 35-yard line. Wasn't going to mess around with bringing that ball forward. And that was
Burnside.
on the catch there. We don't have a 26 on the roster. We'll try to figure out who that is for you. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks just across the 35-yard line at the 36. Cam Rye, the quarterback, will operate out of the gun. Stahl behind him. Kind of wing to the left, wide receiver to the right. They're going to hand it off to Stahl this time, and he breaks through and spins away and gets across the 40 out to about the 44-yard line. It's going to be a nice pickup of 8 on the carry for Ian Stahl, and it's going to be second. Actually, they're going to say he was down at about the 42, so it's going to be a pickup of about 6 and second down and 4 for the Lumberjacks. Rye out of the gun once again. Receiver to the right, to the near side, and it's going to be a handoff to Stahl once again. Now he bounces it outside, and he's going to get first down yardage before he's driven backwards. They're going to mark him. Are they going to move the chains? I think they will. They should. He got the first down. Yeah, it'll be a first down for the Lumberjacks. Ball marked at about the 47-yard line. Pickup of about 5 on that for Ian Stahl. 1st and 10 for East. Quickly to the line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rye hands it off to Stahl. The ball's on the ground. It's loose, but I think Stahl was able to fall on it. The handoff was a misfire there between Rye and Stahl, and it's going to be a loss of 1 on the carry, and it's going to be second down and about 11. And that's how the first quarter will come to an end. Lumberjacks score on the big play. Medford scores on a sustained drive. East leads at 7-6. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues. Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business, on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile. Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Back at Tom Field, and on the second down and short, second down and 11, the handoff to Stahl went nowhere. Maybe picked up a couple there. Call it third down and 9. 2 on the carry for Stahl. Our game brought to you in part by Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau, offering a state-of-the-art facility with excellent benefits, pay, culture, and so much more. Join a growing company and get your career on the right path. Learn more and apply at GreatLakesCheese.com. 2 receivers to the near side, a wing to the right, and Cam Rye out of the gun. Man comes in motion. They're going to play action to him. Now Rye's going to roll out, avoid the rush. He throws. He's got a man. He's going to overthrow him. He had a man open short. He had Stahl open for a short gain that he could have turned into more. Instead, he went to the deep man and overthrew. I believe that was the tight end, Kilby. He overthrew deep, and it's going to be 4th down and long, and probably a punting situation here for the Lumberjacks. So East will punt here. East is going to have to figure out a way to slow down this Medford rushing attack. They have just pounded the ball down the Lumberjacks' throat. It's interesting. I think it just might be a little psych job in that warm-up where Medford did nothing but throw long passes to all of their receivers and running backs for like 20 minutes in their warm-up. Here's the punt. It's a good one. Good punt. It's going to get away from the man. It's going to take an East roll, and then it takes a bounce, and it's going to be down inside the 15-yard line. So a good punt right there. And it will be 1st and 10 for Medford. First and 10 Medford on the long punt by Caden Meverton down inside the 15-yard line. They're going to mark it at about the 13, and that's where the Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Second quarter just underway here. And the Raiders will start with Krause under center. Triple I behind him again. I haven't seen the triple I much in the games I've done this year. They give it to the deep man. Breaks a tackle, and now he's into the secondary, fighting for yardage and out across the 25. Boy, the Lumberjacks have to do a better job tackling because it looked like Sawyer Elsner was stopped for a short gain there. Instead, he busted it out across the 25, out to the 28. And that's a pickup of about 15 yards on the carry for Elsner right there. First and 10 Raiders at their own 27-yard line. Here's the handoff again, and once again breaking tackles, and now he's going to be free down the far sideline. One man to beat. Stahl is going to be able to make the tackle, but not before Elsner. That's Wojak who got it down inside the 35, down to about the 31. About a 41-yard carry there for Wojak, and Medford just chewing up the yardage on the ground now against this Lumberjack squad. First and 10 Medford, and they come to the line again. Triple I in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to the deep man in the eye. He's got another hole, but it closed quickly. Making the stop for the Lumberjacks. Peyton Neston on the tackle along with a couple of his teammates. Also in there on the stop was Aiden Kildy. It's going to be a pickup of about 3, call it 2nd down and 7. Triple I behind Krause again, and now we're going to get movement again. That's going to be an illegal procedure against Medford. That'll back them up a little bit. Our game brought to you in part by Newton Electric. From residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at newtonelectric.com. Also by Lead Car Toyota of Wausau. Discover unbeatable deals and award-winning service at Lead Car Toyota Wausau, your full-service destination for everything Toyota, including a state-of-the-art collision center. Find them at North 20th Avenue in Wausau. There's a handoff, and now breaking it down into the secondary and more, down inside the 15-yard line. That's Wojak again taking the handoff, and Medford just unstoppable on the ground so far. And a pickup of about... And it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Medford inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the carry that time. Out of the gun. They're going to direct snap it. Now another hole cut back. Nice cut that time by the Medford running back, Colton Sochka. And he took the direct snap and took it down inside the 5-yard line on a nice cut. They're going to mark it down right at the 5, so a gain of about 5 on that. It's going to be a long rest of the night for the Lumberjacks if they can't figure out a way to slow down this Medford rushing attack. Medford's just been carving them up here. It's amazing that East leads in this game, but that's in danger of disappearing right here as Medford facing a 2nd down and 2 from the 5-yard line. They're going to hand it off, and nothing doing that time. Ingersoll was corralled in the backfield and got thrown for a loss on the initial stop. I think that was Aiden Kilty made the hit that knocked Ingersoll backwards, and they're going to mark him right at the 5, call it no gain on the play. So it's 3rd down now and a couple. Medford with a couple of substitutions here. They just keep rotating guys in the backfield. And they'll set up in that triple I once again. And they're going to hand it off. And once again, Ingersoll is dropped for no gain. That's Mallory, I think, again, that got in there and knocked him down. Now I take that back. That's going to be Malcolm McKeon.
On the carry, met in the backfield by
Malcolm McKeon, the sophomore, made the stop for the Lumberjacks. And it's going to be 4th down and 3. Call that one a loss of a yard on the play. So Ingersoll, his last 3 carries, 0, 0, and -1. And Medford's going to take a timeout here and talk this one over, so we'll take one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Hey Gilbert, did you hear Mittens in Marshfield's running a huge anniversary sale and the savings are explosive?
Yeah, I'm going to grab a great deal on some furniture and take it easy this semester.
Anniversary? Already? Party!
Ah, Poindexter's lost again.
Oh my cookies!
This store is huge and everyone is so friendly.
You'll geek out over our huge anniversary savings at Mittens in Marshfield.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Tom King back here at Tom Field. Medford facing a 4th down and 3. Lumberjacks have a chance to get off the field for the 2nd time tonight on a 4th down play. Here's the handoff, bouncing off tacklers, and he's not going to get it. That was Ingersoll who got knocked down short, and East will take over on downs. What a defensive stand by the Lumberjacks. It was 1st and 2, or 2nd down and 2, and 3 straight runs, and the Lumberjack defensive line was up to the task, and they take over on downs and maintain the 1-point lead. That was just a great defensive stand right there the last 3 plays, and that time it was Elsner who had nowhere to go. So East will take over again, 1st and 10 on their own 5-yard line. 7:10 to play in the first half. East leading 7-6. Receivers split wide to the right. Cam Rye, the sophomore, out of the gun. Stahl behind him. And they're going to hand it off to Ian Stahl. Now he bounces it outside, and he breaks 1 tackle out across the 15 and out near the 20. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Stahl just used his speed to get a little bit of the edge that time, and that allowed him to pick up big yardage. About 14 on the carry for Ian Stahl right there, and it's a 1st down, Lumberjacks. Stahl doesn't need much of a crease in order to use that explosive speed. Now under center, Rye fumbled a snap. Now he pitches it to Stahl. He's going to try to get the edge, cuts it back, 1st down yardage again, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Let's see where they're marking. That's going to be another 1st down. He got the pitch to Stahl, and he got the edge, and that is going to pick up 14 on that carry for Ian Stahl. So back-to-back 14 yards carries, and Lumberjacks want to go quick. Rye fumbled the snap again, and then he put his knee on the ground, and he's going to be down right there. So a problem so far in the last 2 plays of the snap from the center to Cam Rye, and it's going to be a loss of a yard on that play. Call it 2nd down and 11. 6:24 to play. Lumberjacks would look like nothing better than to rip off a sustained drive, give their defense a little bit of a rest here. They've been on the field for a long time in this first half as Medford has been able to use their ground attack to maintain possession. Rye out of the gun. Snap is there. They give it to Stahl again. Actually, it's not going to be Stahl this time. Let's see who that is. Getting it out to about the 35-yard line. On the carry that time was Cash Ryan Seafelt on the carry, picked up about 3 on that. Going to be 3rd down and about 8. Stahl back in there now. No, that's Seafelt back there again. Rye out of the gun. Rye takes the snap. Now play action. He wants to throw. He's got time. Now he's being rushed. He's going to pull it down and run. He's going to be dragged out of bounds. And it's going to be a short gain, if anything. It's going to bring up a 4th down, probably another punting situation here for the Lumberjacks. So the defense got them the ball back. East got a couple of first downs, but after that, the drive stalls, and now East will be forced to punt it away again. And Caden Meverden will get back near his own 20-yard line to kick this one away. Our game brought to you in part by Nicolay Bank, offering personal banking at its best locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. Meverden standing inside his own 25-yard line to punt this one away. Medford should get decent field position here with 5:29 to play in the half and 2 timeouts remaining. Snap is low. Meverton is able to get it away. Line drive kick going to be fielded at about the 35-yard line. And it's breaking tackles and now going out of bounds near the 45. That's Wojek on the return. And it will be a 1st down for Medford at about the 45-yard line. So the Lumberjack defense has been able to stiffen a couple of times when Medford got down inside the red zone. And now let's see if they can get a stop a little bit earlier than that and get the ball back here before halftime. Raiders come to the line. And Cash Toombs, the quarterback this time, but a direct snap to Wojek, and he's going to try to get the edge. He's not going to get much. Aiden Kilty came over from the backside to make the play on that one, and Toombs is down, and he may be a bit shaken up on the play. He's up. Looks like he's going to be all right. He's going to stay in the game. It's going to be a pickup of about 2 on that. Call it 2nd down and about 8. Ball marked at the 47-yard line. Strong side right this time. And another direct snap. Now the counter play, and that's going nowhere. Lumberjacks stayed home that time. And there were 3 East players there making the stop. Those defensive linemen up front. I think that was Mallory again. Miles Mallory and a couple of his teammates made the stop for a loss of 3 on that. 3rd down and 11 now. Two receivers split out wide to the right. Let's see if Medford decides to go to the air here. They will. Straight drop. Here comes the blitz. Quarterback's going to pull it down. He's going to throw it up, and that's going to be out of bounds. There isn't a receiver anywhere near that pass. It's going to be incomplete, and it'll be a 4th down and a punting situation now for Medford. So good job by the East defense of silencing that Medford ground attack, forcing them to go to the air. And they've tried 2 passes tonight and haven't been in the neighborhood with either one of them. So now they'll punt the ball away. It'll be Nick Krause to punt here. Meverden is back to receive the punt. And the punt's a good one. Medford's going to let it drop, though, and it's going to roll and be downed inside the 25-yard line or near the 25-yard line, and the Lumberjacks will get the ball back here with 3:44 to play in the first half. Our game brought to you in part by Design Theory 19, the industry leaders for both residential and commercial design, bringing fresh, unique ideas to remodeling projects, and new construction is our passion. Learn more at designtheory19.com. So East will get the football here with 3:44 to play in the half. They've got all 3 timeouts remaining. They lead at 7-6. And Rye out of the gun. 2 receivers to the right. He's going to pitch it to Stahl. They're going to try to get the right side, and now they will. Positive yardage. Picked up about 9 on that.
Rye tosses Stahl.
Stahl picks up 9 on the carry. Now they're going to mark him down short of that. So I'll call it a pickup of 8 on the carry for Ian Stahl. 2nd down and 2 for the Lumberjacks. Ball at the 33-yard line. Stahl was an all-conference center fielder on the baseball team, using his speed to make spectacular catches all over the field in the spring. And now using that speed on the football field here in the fall. Play action, Rye's going to keep it this time, but Medford wasn't buying the play action that time. They stayed with Rye and they threw him for a loss back near the 32-yard line. Call it a loss of a couple on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 4, maybe 5 for the Lumberjacks. So let's see what he decides to do here. Cam Rye, 1 out of 2. The 1 was the first offensive play from scrimmage for the Lumberjacks, a 90-yard touchdown pass to Tanner Kostrowski. 3rd down and a long 3. Rye wants to throw. Slant pattern. He's got a man. That's complete. I'm not sure he got to the first down. They're going to give him forward progress. I think it's going to be enough for a first down on the catch to Ian Stahl, and they're going to mark him at the 36. That'll be enough for a first down. And it'll be a first down for the Lumberjacks with 2:20 to play in the half. And they're going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Are you ready to give your kids a head start on smart money habits? With Abbey Bank's Bright Future Checking, kids and teens can learn to manage money with you right by their side. They get their own debit card, and you can keep an eye on spending with easy-to-use mobile banking and card controls. The Bright Future Checking account has no fees, no minimum balance, and kids get a bonus after the first deposit is made. Give your child the power of independence. Stop in or visit abbeybank.com to get started. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time 2nd and 3rd shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Tom King back here at Tom Field as the Lumberjacks have the football 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line. They lead at 7-6. They've had a couple of stops in the red zone of this Medford team in this first half. Rye out of an empty gun. He wants to throw. He's got lots of time. Now he pulls it down, and he's going to be dropped. Good coverage downfield. Defender was right with Ian Stahl. They were looking to get it deep to Stahl, but he was well covered. And Rye had to pull it down, and he got dropped for a loss of a yard. So call it 2nd down and 11. Clock continues to roll under a minute. East is going to take another timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
Rise pass intended for Moss. Falls incomplete. Rise pass caught by Stahl. Tackle for a short gain. Timeout,
So it's a punting situation here for the Lumberjacks. I understand we had a bit of a technical problem there. You didn't hear me for a bit. 4th down for the Lumberjacks. And a punting situation for Medford, and he'll stand at his own 30-yard line. Snaps a little bit high. He's able to get the punt away. It's a line drive, and it's going to take an east bounce all the way inside the 20, all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a mistake by the Medford return man. He let that one go, and it rolls dead inside the 15-yard line. And it will be 1st and 10 Medford with 1:39 to play in the first half. But they've got to go quite a distance here with one timeout remaining. Our game brought to you in part by Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. They guarantee quality you can trust. That's Infinity Exteriors. Also, Brickners of Wausau, proudly serving Wausau and the surrounding communities since 1945. Medford comes to the line. Nick Krause is going to be under center for this first snap. They're going to pitch it and try the left side. This is Wojcik. Now Deekson gets outside down the sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds. A good run by Wojcik out across the 30-yard line.
Wojcik on the carry, forced out by Remington.
And that's going to pick up about 17 on that for Wojcik. And another big gain on the ground for Medford. First and 10 Raiders at their own 30-yard line. Clock stopped with 1:31 to play as he went out of bounds. And they're going to pitch it and try that play around the left side now, cutting it back, but not much there this time. Nowhere to go that time. Now one of the Medford players is down. That was the running back, I think, who stayed down. He's hurt. On the stop that time for Wausau East was Peyton Nest. And the Medford running back is down on the ground. That's Colton Sachka. And I don't know if he cramped up. It looks like he might be a cramp in his leg. Yeah, they're going to stretch out his leg, and that's a cramp. And while they do that, I guess we can take a quick break. We'll take one and we'll be right back. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem
possible. Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
They're going to play action and they're going to throw it out. The flat's going to be nearly intercepted. Probably should have been intercepted on that second down play. There were a number of East defenders there, and the ball was underthrown, and one of the Lumberjacks had that ball hit him right in the stomach. I think that might be Stahl again. And the ball dropped to the turf, and it's incomplete. Third down and long now. Third down and 8 for Medford. Clock stopped with 1:06. This last couple of minutes has taken quite a bit of time. Lots of timeouts and stoppages of play here in the last few minutes of this first half. Medford back to the line. Third down and long. Third down and 8 for the Raiders. High backfield. They're going to play action, fake the pitch again. And Krause wants to throw. He's being flushed now. He just throws it away out of bounds. Nobody there. Flag flies. Couple of flags fly. It's got to be intentional grounding. There wasn't a receiver anywhere near where he threw that ball. Well, he was out of the pocket, so he threw it away. But they pick up the one flag, and let's see what the other flag's about. It's going to be against. It's going to be against the Medford Raiders, it appears. Going to be an illegal man downfield against the Raiders. That penalty is declined. It's going to bring up a third down and long now. Make that a fourth down and long. Fourth down and long. Fourth down and 8.
Going to bring up
Loss of down on that illegal man downfield. So with a minute to play, Lumberjacks are going to get the ball back. Everton's going to be back inside his 40-yard line to receive this punt. East should get decent field position here, you would think. Snap is good, and the punt's away. It's a good one, a boomer. Everton is going to call a fair catch back inside the 30-yard line at about the 32, and that's where the Lumberjacks will have it. That's a heck of a punt right there by the Raiders, pinning East deep inside their own 30 with only under a minute to play here in the half. So Lumberjacks will come back on the field here, 1st and 10, but only 53 seconds remaining. They do have one timeout left in this one. East will return to action next week, taking on the Merrill Blue Jays in a Saturday afternoon contest. Medford's got a big matchup with Tomahawk next Friday night. So East will put 4 receivers in the formation this time. Rye out of the gun with Stahl behind him. He wants to throw. Straight drop. Across the middle, he's got a man, it's caught, and that's complete for a short gain. That was the tight end, Aiden Kildee, on the catch. And the Lumberjacks will take their final timeout here. Only a pickup of 2 on that pass and catch to Kildee. We'll keep it right here, and I can remind you that our halftime is brought to you by Innovative Health in Weston, providing complete chiropractic care for the greater Wausau community, keeping your body running the way it was intended. Feel better, live better, Innovative Health. And we'll come back at the end of our halftime special programming and find out what kind of adjustments these teams are going to make. Those adjustments will be brought to you once again by Innovative Health. 7-6 Lumberjacks. Under a minute to play here in the first half. I have to give credit to this East defense for stiffening twice inside the red zone against this very strong Medford rushing attack. They were able to get 2 turnovers on downs in this first half. So East is going to throw out of the gun again. Rye wants to throw deep. He double pump. Now he throws, and it's going to be incomplete, and pass interference will be the call. It's probably going to be face guarding. The coverage was there, but the defender never turned around. As Stahl tried to make the catch, the defender was face guarding, and it's going to be an interference call against Medford. So it's not like the NFL where they'll mark it off at the point of the infraction, but they will get the penalty marked off, and it'll be a first down out near the 40-yard line. 15 yards will be marked off here. See where they mark it. It's going to be a first down for the Lumberjacks. Ball's going to be marked at about the 44-yard line. So first and 10 East on their own 44-yard line. 37 seconds to play here in the half.
That'll be a Lumberjack first down. First and 10 for the Jacks on the 44.
4 receivers in the formation again. Medford showing blitz. Here they come. They pick it up. Now Rye rolls out. He's got some time. Throws it downfield. It's going to be intercepted. The ball went through the hands of Ian Stahl and then picked off by Medford. There's a flag in the backfield. It's probably going to be a hold against East. So that'll be declined, and Medford's going to get the football back with 30 seconds on the clock. Stahl had the catch near the first down marker. The ball went through his hands and intercepted by the Raiders. Holding's the call against East, and so that'll be declined. It'll be a first down for Medford.
First and 10.
This last 2.5 minutes, has taken about a half an hour. Ball's going to be marked at the 46-yard line of the Raiders, and they have the ball. They have 1 timeout remaining and 30 seconds on the clock. 2 receivers split wide to the right. 1 back in the backfield, Krause under center. They're going to throw it out in the flat, and it's going to be incomplete. The receiver wasn't expecting the football. He never looked, and the ball is incomplete. Krause took a 2-step drop and just fired that out to Wojcik, and he wasn't looking, and it's incomplete. Stops the clock with 27 seconds remaining.
Second down.
Second down and 10 here for the Raiders. Two receivers to the near side. And they're going to hand it off, and the flag flies, and that's going to be against the Raiders again. The running back was leaning. He was anticipating the snap, and that's going to be a penalty against the Raiders. Illegal motion called, illegal shift against the Raiders, and that's going to back them up.
That'll back them up 5.
And the clock down to 24 seconds to play. This is like a college basketball game here in the final 2 minutes of this half. It's been taken forever. We've had timeouts, we've had injuries, we've had penalties, we've had the clock stopped on balls out of bounds, and now it's going to be second down and a bunch. Second down and about 15 for the Raiders. 24 seconds on the clock. They still have 1 timeout remaining as well. Lumberjacks scored on their first play from scrimmage in the game, and they've made it stand up here in this first half. They lead at 7-6. So now we're going to get a officials timeout called, I believe. Now they're going to come to the line. Medford's going to come to the line. Officials are still talking about something. And now we're going to get a stoppage as the official was telling the Medford sideline something, and now they're going to reset. Krause comes to the line. They're going to hand it off, and picked up a few, got it out across the 45. Medford might be content to just run this clock out here. Or did they stop it? No, they did. They stopped it, called their final timeout, so we'll take one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys,
and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
Tom King back here at Tom Field, and with just a few seconds remaining in this first half, Medford will have it 3rd down and 10 from their own 46-yard line. No timeouts remaining for either team now as Medford comes to the line. Just 16 seconds on the clock. Krause under center. He wants to throw. He wants to look deep. He throws deep. He's got a man out there. It's going to be good coverage. It's going to be picked off. I think that's Meverton over there making the interception on the far side. And that's going to be, I think he was was he out of bounds? They're going to say he was out of bounds on that pick. But it does bring up a 4th down and long here for Medford. 4th and 10 for the Raiders. Good coverage. They had that well covered on the far side, and Meverton made the catch, but he was out of bounds. So it's 4th down and 10. Medford will take one more shot at it here with 9 seconds on the clock. He's playing deep coverage here, as you might expect. Nobody gets behind you in a situation like that. Instead, they're going to pitch the ball off and try to run, and that went nowhere. Got it out to about the 50, and that's how this... That's right, it does turn over on down, so he's just going to get the ball back here with 4 seconds remaining. They'll get a play from right at midfield.
Turnover.
So for the 3rd time tonight, the East defense has forced a turnover on downs. And it will be 1st and 10 Lumberjacks at the 50-yard line. So let's see what the Lumberjacks try to do here. They did hit on a big play earlier, but that was when the Raiders weren't expecting it. They'll be back now in deep coverage. They're not going to let anybody get behind them, you would think. Rye out of the gun, empty gun. Here comes the blitz. He's being pressured, and he's going to be sacked. He's going to be down near the 40-yard line, and that's how this first half will finally come to an end. 1 half in the books. Lumberjacks lead at 7-6. Our halftime is brought to you, as we mentioned, by Innovative Health in Weston, providing complete chiropractic care for the greater Wausau community. Keep your body running the way it was intended. Feel better, live better. Innovative Health. We'll be back with halftime adjustments for both teams, brought to you by Innovative Health. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on?
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hard Knocks on Zaleski Sports is presented by Security Health Plan. SecurityHealth.org is your portal to find your plan, a doctor, prescription tools, and more. For 24/7 access and all the tools and resources needed to improve your well-being, right at your fingertips, visit SecurityHealth.org.
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hard Knocks on Zaleski Sports is presented by Security Health Plan. SecurityHealth.org is your portal to find your plan,
It's week
a
5
doctor,
for Zephyrs
prescription
football.
tools, and more.
And despite the
For
fact that they're coming off their
24/7
biggest win in
access
2
and all the
years,
tools and
they're
resources
done
needed to
talking about the
improve your
past.
well-being,
This
right
week
at
is a
your
new week.
fingertips. Visit
And after leaving the locker room messier
SecurityHealth.org.
than the standard that they've set for themselves this year, the Zephyrs are being disciplined as Coach Detterman makes them run something called Lombardies. The theme of this week is attention to detail, something that starts but does not end in a locker room. And if they want to be a winning program, the little things are going to have to be a big deal.
Do you ever want to do that again? No, me neither. That's a waste of time. I don't want to have to discipline you guys, right? Discipline yourself. That's it.
Coach Detterman emphasizes the importance of the mental side of the game, how physicality isn't enough on its own to make you a winner. This mental side of the game is what Coach Pete specializes in teaching. And despite the fact that they're coming off their biggest win in 2 years, they're done talking about the past. This week is a new week, and after leaving the locker room messier than the standard that they've set for themselves this year, the Zephyrs are being disciplined as Coach Detterman makes them run something called Lombardies. The theme of this week is attention to detail, something that starts but does not end in the locker room. And if they want to be a winning program, the little things are going to have to be a big deal.
Do you ever want to do that again? No, me neither. It's a waste of time. I don't want to have discipline you guys, right? Discipline yourself.
Coach Detterman emphasizes the importance of the mental side of the game, how physicality isn't enough on its own to make you a winner. This mental side of the game is what Coach Pete specializes in teaching.
I'm with the team for practice twice a week, and people Mondays or whenever I kind of come and do classroom work with them, and we kind of go through.
After practice, the guys head to Coach Pete's classroom session where they learn about thought management using something that Coach Pete calls the TER method.
In case something comes up, or if they have a question, or this is coming across like, hey, this is still getting in the way, things like that. They have the tools and strategies for emotional regulation. When things go bad, they know how to regulate their emotions. When things are going really, really well, they still know how to regulate their emotions. They have confidence. They have focus before games. They have routines. Routines equal consistency. So they have a lot of tools and strategies that they can use in game, in practice, at home, to just help them be better athletes and people.
After practice, the guys head to Coach Pete's classroom session where they learn about thought management using something that Coach Pete calls the TER method.
Situation number 1. An athlete feels butterflies in their stomach before a competition. Your original mentality is, I am nervous, I won't play well, I shouldn't feel this I can't play well when I'm nervous. You're going to have better results. The emotion is scary.
After Coach Pete walks them through some examples, the guys get a chance to do a few exercises on their own, focusing on their own mentality and how they might think in these situations, all before Coach Detterman shows up with a little surprise.
My body is getting ready to compete at its best. Emotion is
what you get if you come to St. Mary.
Oh, wait! Yeah, I'm making it hard for Coach Detterman. Absolutely. Nerves are a sign of you guys want to be the best team. You are ready to play. These are the things that separate you from the other day. If we shift our thought process on that, all right, you're going to I'll see you guys tomorrow.
After Coach Pete walks them through some examples, the guys get a chance to do a few exercises where they're preaching mental toughness, focusing on their own detail that the Zephyrs on Friday situation their biggest challenge of the season. Before Coach Detterman shows up with a little surprise. The Zephyrs are coming off of a big win. The Raiders are coming off of a big loss. But despite that, this is a matchup that St. Mary Catholic lost 42-14 last year. But Kiel is a very different looking team this year. The Zephyrs return a lot of players that remember last year. It's only fitting that on a week where they're preaching mental toughness and attention to detail that the Zephyrs on Friday face their biggest challenge of the season.
Cross on this helmet, right? Why are we putting the cross on this helmet? I want you to fear this in the future. When they get down in their stance and they see this, they're going to know who they play, right? They're going to be fearful of what the cross is. They're going to bring it. They're going to bring it. We're going to bring it even harder. And they're going to see it.
The Zephyrs are coming off of a big win. The Raiders are coming off of a big loss. But despite that, this is a matchup that St. Mary Catholic lost 42-14 last year. Looking to set the tone, is a very different looking team this year. The Zephyrs return a lot of players that remember last year. Normally find a lot of room to run. There's not much here. He's going to be brought down for a short gain of only about 5 yards.
They're not going to want to see the cross.
Trevor Trinkner still the QB this week with Maddox Dwyer out. He's going to get a keeper keeper here and only find a couple yards. Zephyrs backed up by a penalty, and then a couple plays later on 3rd and 13, Trinkner going to try to go to the air, but there is nobody open. Got to throw it away, and they're going to 3 and out on their first drive. Max Foster's comes out to punt it away to Mason Schaefer, who's waiting for the return, and it's going to be nice coverage downfield by the Zephyrs. Alexander Klinkhammer and Mason Wagner on the stop. But Kiel on their very first play of offense making a statement. Mason Schaefer is going to be touched by nobody and looking to set the tone and crack them early. 50 yards out there to return the opening kickoff, are on but where you would normally find a lot of room point is good, and before you know it, the Zephyrs are down 7. Short gain of only about 5 yards. Tarver Trinkner still the QB this week with Maddox Dwyer out. He's going to get a keeper here and only find a couple yards. Zephyrs backed up by a penalty, and then a couple plays later on 3rd and 13, Trinkner going to try to go to the air, but there is nobody open. Got to throw it away, and they're going to go 3 and out on their first drive. Max Foster's comes out to punt it away to Mason Schaefer, who's waiting for the return. Back to work on special teams. Nice coverage downfield by the Fairweather is going to field this at about the 10 and find a little more room than last time, but still not much. Brought down a little past the 20. But Kiel on their very first play of offense making a Zephyrs look like they Mason might find Schaefer is going to be touched by nobody and 9 yards all the way down zone for a 50-yard but just seconds later, it looks like the snap doesn't even make it to Tarver Trinkner here. It's a extra point is good, and before you know it, the Zephyrs are down 7 to jump on it for a turnover. Good blocking up front by the Raiders on this play. Mason Schaefer runs through a huge hole on his way to a 9-yard pickup, brought down by freshman Caleb Vogel. Then on 2nd and 1, quarterback Brady Keenbaum is going to find Schaefer out of the backfield on the swing pass, who picks up an easy first down on the far side. Back to work on special teams now for the Zephyrs. Luke Fairweather is going to field this at about the 10 and find a little option more room than last time, going to take it himself, go right up the middle for a gain of 8 yards. On the second play of their drive, Zephyrs look like they might find some momentum. As Keenbaum going to take himself 9 yards and right up the middle again. This time he's going to find himself a touchdown. It looks like the snap doesn't even make it, and they are up 14-0 in the first quarter. Andrew Salm of the Raiders is able to jump on it. Third kick return of the game already for Luke Fairweather. He's going to pick this one up off the ground at about the 10-yard line, and this time good blocking up front by the Raiders all the way out near the 30-yard line. Schaefer runs through a huge hole on his way to a 9-yard pickup, brought down by freshman Caleb Vogel. A few plays into their third drive on offense, and finally a chunk play quarterback Brady Keenbaum rolling right, finds out of the backfield on a swing pass, who picks up an easy first down on the far side. A touchdown, but he's going to be pushed out near the 10-yard line. Then little QB option play. Keenbaum going to take it himself, go right up the middle for a gain of 8 yards. Then on first down from the 10-yard line, Trinkner's going to take himself and make some real nice moves again, to get all the way down near the 3. This time he's going to find himself a touchdown. Second goal from the 3. The snap gets by Trinkner, able to fall on it, but it's going to back the Zephyrs up. They would not be able to punch it in for a touchdown, but Alexei Quinones comes out and kicks a short field goal, and the Zephyrs are on the board, down 14-3. Got a decent return, going to get it all the way out near the 30-yard line. For the Zephyrs, and it's fielded by the Raiders. Colin Schwartz is going to find a few before a nice tackle by Briley on offense, and finally a chunk play for the Zephyrs. Trinkner rolling right, finds a wide, for the Raiders. They're going to go back to Schaefer on the swing pass, makes a nice cut in a touchdown, brought down by George Voss after a first down. 2 plays later, Keenbaum is going to find junior Ryan Holtz for a first down, and it's going to be the final play of the first quarter. First down from the 10-yard line. Trinkner is going to take it himself and make some real nice moves to get all the way down near the 3. Second and goal from the 3. The snap gets by Trinkner, able to fall on it, but it's going to back the Zephyrs up. They would not be able to punch it in for a touchdown, but Alexei Quinones comes out and kicks a short field goal, and the Zephyrs are on the board, down 14-3. Quinones boots it away for the Zephyrs, and it's fielded by the Raiders. Colin Schwartz is going to find a few before a nice tackle by Briley Gouda. On 3rd and 9 for the Raiders, they're going to go back to Schaefer on the swing pass. Makes a nice cut in open field, brought down by George Voss after a first down.
Reset, freaking 0-0, right? Let's make a big play.
2 plays later, Keenbaum is going to find junior Ryan Holtz for a first down, and it's going to be the final play of the first quarter.
Remember, we got to come down. We're not getting anything pushed. We just got feet.
Into the second quarter now on a 3rd and 2. First mistake of the game for the Raiders. Brennan DuPont disrupts a handoff. Kiel punts it away, takes a big bounce into the arms of Wagner at about the 10-yard line. Looks like he's going backwards at first, but making something out of it. Going to turn this into a beautiful punt return. Wagner goes all the way down the far side towards the 40-yard line. First play of this drive for the Zephyrs. Trinkner makes a good cut, and he's going to find a gain of 7 yards on first down. Then it's a handoff to Elliot Reichenbacher right up the gut. First down, Zephyrs.
Was it first down?
A couple plays later on a 3rd and 6, they go to George Voss on the ground, and Voss running hard. He has a first down and more. Into the second quarter now on a 3rd and 2. And First another third down, this time the Raiders yards to go. Tarvis runs the handoff. All the Brady himself makes one guy miss, and then 2 more. For the Raiders, brings up a 4th really close to a first down. Conceal from this look here, looks like it's going to be about a few inches short, about the 10-yard line. Looks like he's going backwards at first, but making something out of it. Going to turn this into a beautiful punt return. Wagner goes all the way down the far side towards the 40-yard line.
Hey, this is one of these gut check moments, right?
First play of this drive for the Zephyrs. Trinkner makes a good cut, and he's going to find a gain of 7 yards on first down. Then it's a handoff to Elliot Reichenbacher right up the gut. First down, Zephyrs. A couple plays later on a 3rd and 6, they go to Jordan. And the Zephyrs do just that. Direct snap to Max Masters, who bowls ahead, and it's an easy first down. Then on 3rd and 8, third down, this time 11 yards to go into the air. Wants Luke Fairweather himself.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
And we're back here at halftime at Tom Field, where the Lumberjacks lead Medford 7-6. So what kind of adjustments do these two teams have to make here in the second half? Well, if you're East, you've got to get something going offensively. Only unofficially 43 rushing yards and 97 passing yards for Eastern. 90 of those came on one play. That was that first play from scrimmage, a 90-yard touchdown pass from Cam Rye to Tanner Kostrowski, which has given East the lead here. But other than that, they haven't been able to get much done offensively, so that'll be an adjustment they hope to make here, is they're going to get the ball first to start this second half. For Medford, they've got to be able to finish in the red zone. 3 times they've been stopped on downs, and 2 of those were inside the red zone. In fact, one was inside the 10-yard line. They had the ball inside the 5-yard line one time and could not get a first down on 3 consecutive runs. So the Lumberjacks defense came up big when they had to, and they hold on to this 1-point lead here at halftime, 7-6. No passing yards whatsoever for Medford in this first half. They were 0 for 6 combined, the 2 quarterbacks, 0 for 6 through the air. They did have 228 rushing yards. So you get 228 yards on the ground, and yet you find yourself behind by a point. Adjustments have to be made down inside the red zone. Those adjustments are brought to you, as our halftime was, by Innovative Health. As we mentioned, East will get the football to begin the second half, so let's see what kind of adjustments the East coaching staff made for their offense here at halftime. Obviously, they'd like to get the ball to Ian Stahl in space if they can. But Stahl will not be back to receive this kick. Looks like it's going to be Meverden back there for the Lumberjacks.
For the Raiders. Meverden back deep for your Lumberjacks.
Also back there for East, looks like, is that Reed Bodenheimer? Going to be a short kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. That was not a good kick at all for Medford right there. And the Lumberjacks are going to have really good field position here to begin this second half. So Cam Rye, the sophomore quarterback, in his first varsity start, couldn't have started better. His first play from scrimmage was a 90-yard touchdown pass. Of course, the school record for a touchdown pass, I'm not sure it's ever been tied. It can't be beaten. It was a 99-yard touchdown pass back in, I want to say, 2006. It was John Lakis to Ben Fisher, 99 yards for a touchdown here at Tom Field. Here's the handoff. It's going to be Stahl. He cuts back, positive yardage, dragging tacklers out across the 40 to about the 44-yard line.
Stahl on the
and a big first carry of the second half for Stahl. And he's going to pick up about 8 yards. Call it second down and 2.
Second and 2 for the Lumberjacks.
John Lake is the quarterback who made that throw and holds the record for the longest pass in East football history. Is working the clock tonight here in the press box at Tom Field, the teacher in the school district. Here's a handoff to Stahl once again. He tries to bounce it. Now he cuts it back. He'll get the first down. He thought about trying to bounce that outside. Instead, he's just going to settle to pick up the first down, get it out to about the 48-yard line for a pickup of 4, and that'll move the chains for the Lumberjacks. Our game brought to you in part by France Propane, your locally owned complete service propane company. They've served all of central Wisconsin for over 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. First and 10 for the Lumberjacks on their own 48-yard line. Rye out of the gun with 2 backs with him back there now. And Rye's actually, this is going to be a direct snap to Meverden, and he's not going to get much. He tried to get it around the right edge and got knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain for Meverden on the carry. You know, we've talked about this before. I just do not particularly like running plays out of the gun. You're starting 4 or 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and you're really asking your offensive line to do a lot to keep holes open for your backs or your quarterback to get to those holes from the gun situation. And that was one of those right there. By the time Meverden got to the line of scrimmage, there was nowhere to go, and it's second down and 10. Double wing formation this time for Rye, and he's going to fake the handoff. Now he rolls out. He's got time. He wants to throw. He's got a man. It's caught. That's Meverden again. He spins away from the defender and now gets it across midfield and across inside the 40-yard line, out of bounds. Nice job. Nice pass from Rye. It was a bullet and hit Meverden right in the numbers at about the 45-yard line of Medford. He got it down inside the 40. And that's going to be a pickup of about 13 on that pass and catch to Meverden. So it's first and 10 Lumberjacks inside the Medford 40-yard line. Rye hands it off. This is Stahl. Now he tries to bounce it outside. He breaks a tackle, picked up positive yardage. Not a lot. Got it to about the 45. Pickup of maybe, or make that the 35, excuse me. Picked up about 2 on that. Call it second down and 8. You can just see, even when Ian Stahl gets stopped at the line of scrimmage and he bounces it outside, he's just 1 block away from breaking a long run almost every time he touches the football. If he's not the fastest guy in the Great Northern Conference, he's in the top 2 or 3. There's no question about that. 3 receivers to the right this time, 1 to the near side. Rye out of the gun, looks for the sign called from the sidelines. And he wants to throw, and there's going to be penalty flags flying. It's going to be a false start against the Lumberjacks, it appears, and that'll back him up 5 yards.
On the Lumberjacks.
So that'll back them up. Our game brought to you in part by Peterson Kramer Funeral Home, committed to providing personal and compassionate care for each customer. Let Peterson Kramer Funeral Home step up for you in your time of need. Second down and about 14 now for the Lumberjacks. They lead it 7-6, 9:06 to play here in the third quarter. Rye, play action. No, he's going to hand it off to Stahl, and he cuts it down the sideline. If he stays in bounds, he's going to the end zone. It's a touchdown, Lumberjacks. And just like I talked about, Ian Stahl is 1 play away from breaking it every time he touches the football, and he takes it in from 40 yards out, down, dancing along the near sideline, and taking it in for the score, and it's 13-6 Lumberjacks. So 2 big plays on the night for East. That 90-yard touchdown pass on the first offensive play from scrimmage back in the first quarter, and now a 40-yard touchdown run by Ian Stahl here in the third quarter. And Gio Gonzalez will line up to kick the extra point. Or Gio Gomez, my mistake. Gio Gomez will line up to kick the extra point. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-6 Lumberjacks. We'll take a break and come back with more. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Tom King back here at Tom Field, where this Lumberjack crowd has been awakened here in the third quarter by an explosive run from Ian Stahl down the near sideline, 40 yards for the touchdown, and a 14-6 lead here for the Lumberjacks. Medford will now attempt to answer, and the East defense will be tested once again. Let's see if Medford was able to make some adjustments at halftime, although they picked up a lot of yardage on the ground in that first half. As we mentioned, 228 yards rushing in the first half for Medford, but only 6 points to show for it. Gomez will kick. I don't know what we're waiting for here. We're waiting here, and looks like the officials are looking. They're looking over to the parking lot on the far south side of the field here at Tom Field. Tom Field looks pretty much the same as it has looked for much of its history. At least they did some renovations here a number of years ago, but and put some new bleachers in on the far side, but the near side of the field is pretty much the same. Here's the kick taken inside the 5-yard line, brought out across the 10, the 15, now a cutback, and some open territory, and a big return for Medford, and out to midfield. Just a great return for the Raiders. Colton Sachka on the return, and he takes it all the way out to the 50. Took that inside the 5-yard line. Not great coverage by the Lumberjacks on special teams right there, and Medford will have great field position in East Territory at the 49 as they look to get the equalizer here, trailing 14-6. First and 10, Raiders inside the East Territory at the 49-yard line. Tight formation, and now we get another stoppage of play. The officials aren't letting them put the ball in play yet. They're still looking down at the parking lot. Is there a car down there with its lights on? Maybe that's the problem. I think that's what they're pointing at. Now apparently they have the situation. Well, do they have it rectified or not? They haven't put the ball in play yet. Now the other official is coming back from taking care of the situation down there apparently. And we'll get set to go. 8:41 to play here, third quarter. East leading 14-6. Medford with the football. There's the handoff, cutback, breaking a tackle, spinning away from a tackle, but then being wrapped up. Positive yardage down inside the 45 to about the 44. That's going to be a pickup of about 5 on the carry. And it's going to be second down and about 5. Wojek on the carry. And it'll bring up second down and 5 for the Raiders. Back to the line they come. They're going to try the counter play, and it's going to be close to the first down. East played that well, but the running back was able to carry the tackler near first down yardage. On the stop for East was Xander Klein. And he got him down short of the first down, but it's going to be third down and about a yard, ball just shy of the 40-yard line as Medford comes to the line. Offset backfield. Inside handoff, and it's going to be short. They got him. They knocked him down short of the 40-yard line. Once again, the East defensive front doing a great job up front, and once again, this time it was Sawyer Elser who got down. Now it's a fourth down and a yard. And could it be 4 times on the night that the East defense gets a turnover on downs? They've done it 3 times already tonight. They did it inside the 10-yard line once, inside the 15-yard line once, and now they've got a chance to do it at their 41-yard line. Medford tight formation, quick to the line. And they're going to hand it off, and he's not going to get there! They do it again! Stopped about 4th down. Elsner tried to take it to the line. A great push by that Wausau East front. And they get the stop again. Mallory in there, also McKinkton in there. Just a great job by that front of the defense for the Lumberjacks, and they have been stellar here tonight. And they get the stop, and the Lumberjacks will take over on downs. 1st and 10 on their own 42-yard line. And Cam Rye, the sophomore, takes the snap. They're going to hand it off to Stahl. Now he's going to try to get the edge, and he's going to break a tackle, but then get wrapped up, and now a flag flies in. Normally where you see a hold. Good pursuit that time by Medford. Strung that play out, and Stahl had nowhere to go. It's going to be a hold against East, and that'll back him up. And as we've talked about many times in our high school football broadcast, it's tough for any offense to come back from a holding call. It just kills a drive. And the Lumberjacks do have a chance because it happened on a 1st down play, but now it's going to be 1st down. Ball's going to be marked off from the point of the infraction, and that's the problem. It's marked off all the way back to the 32-yard line. So it's going to be 1st down and 1st and 20 here for the Lumberjacks. 4 receivers in the formation here. Medford, a bit of confusion. Now they're going to show a blitz. Now they drop back. Rye wants to pitch it. He gets it out to Stahl. He cuts it back, but it's going nowhere. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage, and not much more than that. And it's going to be 2nd down and long for East. Our game brought to you in part by Rotographic Printing. When it comes to printing materials, sales and marketing tools, and company supplies, Wausau turns to Rotographic Printing. Find just what you need to help your business stand out. Rotographic Printing on 80th Avenue in Wausau. 6:04 to play here, 3rd quarter. East leading 14-6. They have the football 2nd down and long from their own 32-yard line. Maybe 33 is where they have it marked. Rye, an empty backfield, 5 receivers in the formation. Rye with time. He wants to throw it deep down the field. He overthrew his intended receiver. And he was trying to get, I think, who was that down the middle of the field? Henry, was that Henry Moss? It was Moss down the middle of the field, but the ball was well overthrown. Cam Rye got a little bit too much air under that one. He just gunned that one over the top, and it's incomplete, and it's 3rd down and long now for the Lumberjacks. Cam Rye is a sophomore, and his first varsity start here tonight at quarterback. Really good athlete, good baseball player as well. He'll be playing baseball in the spring. And now it's going to be 3rd down and long, 3rd down and 19. Rye wants to throw. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up. He throws it across the middle of the field. Once again, it's incomplete over the top of Meverton. Incomplete, and it's going to be a punting situation here for the Lumberjacks. So a 4th down and long situation, and Meverton will punt it away here for the Lumberjacks. Medford will get it back with 5:44 to play here in the 3rd quarter. East leading 14-6. Medford should get decent field position here as Will Wojek drops back inside his own 40. Snap is good, and the punt's away. It's a fair catch is called late by Wojek, and the ball is dead at about the 40-yard line. And so Medford will have the football 1st and 10 on their own 40 here.
Down on the 40.
Our game brought to you in part tonight by Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Medford comes to the line, pitch to the left. Wojek trying to get outside. He's dragged down for a loss. And we'll see if we can get a number of who that was getting over there to make the stop. Might be Meverton over there. Actually, it's going to be Machi on the stop, slicing in there for the tackle. A loss of 3 on the play, going to be 2nd down and 13. I tell you what, black numbers on red jerseys, not the easiest to see. The teams never ask the media guys what color the jersey numbers should be. They never do. Second down and long. Here's a handoff, and we're going to get a flag before the play. It's probably going to be procedure. Illegal procedure going to be the call against Medford, and that'll back them up.
On the Raiders.
Lumberjacks with two big plays here tonight. A 90-yard touchdown pass from Cam Rye to Tanner Kostrusky back in the first quarter, and a 40-yard run by Ian Stahl for a score here in the third. The only score for Medford, a 2-yard run by Ingersoll, also back in the first quarter. So Medford has been stymied, although they have moved the ball up and down the field in this game. They have been kept out of the end zone all but that one time. Trips, I backfield, triple I behind Krause. Here's the handoff up the middle, big hole, and he got most of the penalty yardage back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be marked at about the 42-yard line. So it's going to bring up a third down and about 8 for the Raiders.
It's going to be 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Raiders.
Lumberjack defensive front has been really good tonight. Logan Glavinsky in there, Miles Mallory and Malcolm McKagan, a couple of sophomores. Here's the handoff to the deep man in the eye. That's Wojcik trying to get the edge, tried to break a tackle. He's going to be knocked down short of the first down by a few yards, and probably going to be a punting situation here for Medford. They're going to be short by about 3 yards. Ball going to be marked at about the 47-yard line. See what they decide to do here. 4th down and 4. They have not done well on short yardage situations against this East defense, so they're going to try it here, it looks like. Lumberjacks will have a chance to get a turnover on downs for the 5th time in this game if they can get a stop here. How many times does that happen in a game? High backfield behind Krause. They're going to pass for this. Here comes the throw. They're going to throw it down the field. It's going to be incomplete. And it's going to be East football. They turn it over on downs again. No flags. And East will turn it over and get the ball back on downs for the 5th time tonight. That's incredible. And it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Lumberjacks at the Medford 47-yard line. So let's see if the Lumberjacks can make this a two-possession game if they can. Rye is going to be operating with 4 receivers in the formation. He's got Stahl behind him. And they're going to hand it off to Stahl up the middle. He's got some running room, breaks a tackle. 1st down yardage down inside the 35-yard line. Ian Stahl with that burst. Picked up big yardage again. 14 or 15 on the carry there for Stahl. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Over 100 yards for Ian Stahl on the night. He's got that 40-yard touchdown run as well. 1st and 10 East. 4 receivers in the formation once again. Rye with Stahl behind him. Rye showing a lot of poise for a sophomore. Now he drops back. He's got time. He wants to throw. He wants to throw deep. He's got a man. It's caught inside the 5-yard line. Good coverage there, but the pass was there, and making the catch, that was Meverton on the catch inside the 5-yard line. And the Lumberjacks have a 1st and goal inside the 5. Beautiful pass from Rye to Meverton. The coverage wasn't bad. The defender was there, but Meverton had his body turned so he could get to the football first, and he made the catch. Here's Rye under center. They're going to hand it off. Here's Stahl dancing through a hole. Did he get it in? No signal. Yeah, now there is. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Ian Stahl from the 3-yard line takes it in for the score, and the Lumberjacks lead it here 20-6, pending the conversion. Just like that, striking again, big plays tonight. And that time it was a long pass play to Meverton to set up the 3-yard touchdown run for Stahl with 2:17 to play here in the 3rd quarter. And East has Medford back on their heels right now. And it's been the defense that has set up the offense here. There's the snap. The kick from Gomez is blocked. And Does that go in for the... He caught it and took it in. Is that a two-point conversion? The kick was blocked. It was caught by an East player and taken into the end zone. The officials are talking about it, and that is going to be no good. They waved that off. That would have been interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before, but we'll talk about that when we come back. We'll take a break. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
Tom King back here at Tom Field. Lumberjacks have extended their advantage 20-6 now. Lots of time left in this game for Medford to get back in it, but East has kind of has them discombobulated here. They are not able to convert on fourth down. 5 times tonight, the Lumberjacks have stopped Medford on a fourth down play and got a turnover on downs. 20-6 the score. Here's the kick by Gomez, a line drive, and it's going to be fielded at about the 10-yard line, out across the 15, out across the 20, the 25. Once again, a good return and driven out of bounds on the far side, but once again, Lumberjack special teams giving up a big return on the kickoff out across the 40 to about the 45-yard line. If there's one Achilles heel of this Lumberjack squad tonight, it's the kick return team. They have not been covering kicks very well, and it's going to be a good field position to start for Medford here at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Tight formation here for Medford. Krause's going to be under center here with a single back behind him. Now that Medford getting a late player on the field, and they set up as a wide receiver to the near side. They're going to hand it off, and another good run, busting it up the middle, and it's going to be first down yardage, exploding through the middle that time. Elsner
on the carry
for Medford. Sawyer Elsner picks up first down yardage, got it all the way down inside the 40-yard line to the 39 for this Medford team. They can strike quickly as well. They've been picking up big chunks of yardage at time, moving the ball up and down the field. 2 receivers to the far side now once again. Double tight end formation, and they're going to hand it off again. This time, Elsner is wrapped up and dropped for a loss, and the first man to make the hit there was Peyton Nest, celebrating senior night tonight with a good defensive night for him. We've called his name a few times on tackles for loss, and it's going to be, they're going to give him the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10, call it no gain on the play. Nest on the carry, or on the tackle for the Lumberjacks. 2nd down and 10 with 1:12 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Now we're going to get a stoppage by the officials, and we're going to get, I think we have an equipment problem with the center for Medford. He's going to head to the sideline, and they're going to have to either get him a new mouth guard or get a new player in there. They're going to replace the center for this play. Let me give you a quick reminder. The East Girls swim coach is the PA announcer here at Tom Field tonight, and he wanted to remind everybody they're having a pancake breakfast for the swim team tomorrow at the Wausau East Cafeteria from 8 to 11. You can get tickets at the door for that. And a near fumble of the snap. They're going to throw it deep, and it's going to be intercepted. The ball underthrown again. I believe it's Memberton. He's bringing it back down the far sideline. He may bring it all the way. No flags. It's going to be a pick 6 for the Lumberjacks. And that is Memberton, I believe, on the interception and the return for the touchdown. Far side of the field, and now there is a flag after the play. The penalty flag was thrown after the play. Oh, they're going to call it unsportsmanlike against East. If that's called on Medford, that's a cheap call right there. He just spiked the football. Yeah, you can't. It's going to be, the penalty after the play is going to be an unsportsmanlike against the Lumberjacks. I don't know if one of the other players said something or did something, but if they called that on Medford, that's weak. But it is going to be a long interception return for a score and another big play by the Lumberjacks. And they have really put Medford up against the wall right now. That went about 80 yards or so for the interception return for the touchdown by Medford. 26-6 is the score, and they're going to go for a 2-point conversion here. Rye out of the gun. Stahl behind him. 3 receivers in the formation. Man comes in motion. They're going to flip play action. Rye rolls out, throws it out in the flat. He's got a man. It's caught. Is it good? It is a 2-point conversion on a diving catch near the pylon on the far side. Was that Stahl? That was Ian Stahl who made the catch over there? It was Stahl who made the catch near the pylon on the far side. Rye just laid it out where only he could get it. And the catch is good, and it's 28-6 Lumberjacks on the 2-point conversion. Back in a moment, you're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
A big third quarter here for the Wausau East Lumberjacks. They've jumped out now to a 28-6 lead. This was a 7-6 game at halftime. 3 unanswered touchdowns here in the third quarter for East. They lead at 28-6. And they really needed this. They don't have a conference win this year, and they have dropped 4 in a row. But they still have an outside shot at the playoffs if they can run the table here, and they've got some winnable games coming up. Here's a squib kick picked up at about the 35 and a knockdown in East territory. Good field position again for Medford. They'll start at the Lumberjack 45-yard line. Still 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Our game brought to you in part by Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. First and 10, Medford from the East 45-yard line. Lumberjack defense has been stellar tonight. Even though they've bent a few times, but they've only broke the one time where Medford was able to score the touchdown. Now, the quarterback took the snap and then he slipped and went down to a knee. That's going to be a loss. A loss of about 3 yards on that play. As the snap came back to the quarterback, he was going to run and he slipped and went down to a knee, and that killed the play right there. It's going to be 2nd down and 13 on that run by Cash Toombs. 2nd down, 13 for Medford as they come to the line. And this direct snap this time, and the positive yardage. Elner moving the pile. He's going to be out near first down yardage depending on where they mark it. He's going to be short of the first down, but he got it all the way down inside the 40 to about the 36-yard line. It's going to be up a 3rd down and short. That's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We'll take a break. Back with more. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Here at Brickner Motors in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
On a beautiful night for football here at Tom Field on Wausau's east side, the Lumberjacks putting on a performance here tonight. They lead at 28-6. Medford with the football. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Raiders from the Lumberjack 37-yard line. Snap to the quarterback. He's got a hole. He's going to pick up first down yardage down inside the 35 to about the 32 on the carry. Cash Toombs. And it's a first down for Medford. But, you know, they are basically a rushing team, and when you're behind big, being a rushing team is not in your best interest. They are not going to be able to strike quickly in this game, you wouldn't think. Direct snap. This is going to be Wojak. He's going to try to get the edge. He's got a hole, nice seam, and he's going to be dragged down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Good blocking right there by Medford. Opened up a seam, and Wojak took advantage of it, took it through, and picked up first down yardage for the Raiders just shy of the east 20-yard line. So Medford can get a quick score here. They can feel that maybe they'd have a chance to get back into this one. It's going to be Sawyer Elsner going to take the direct snap. This time goes right up the middle, and he's going to pick up positive yardage. He's driven backwards, but not before he picks up maybe 4 yards on the carry. Let's see where they mark the football. We might have an injured Lumberjack down. Looks like we do have an injured Lumberjack down, so while they tend to him, we'll take a quick break. Back after this, you're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small-town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
Working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all 4 of us. Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
At Nicolay Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $20 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicolaybank.com. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Tom King back here at Tom Field as the injured Lumberjack able to walk off the field under his own power. That's always good to see. 4 yards on that carry. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for Medford. And there's going to be Elser trying to get the corner again. He's able to get the corner, and he's going to pick up first down yardage again, I think, depending on where they mark the football. He got pushed backwards, but let's see where they give him forward progress. Going to be down near the 10-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and short, 3rd and less than a yard here for Medford from about the 11-yard line. And all East wants to see is that clock continue to roll down to 10:26 to play here in the regulation. Going to be a direct snap again, it appears, to Elsner. He's going to take it right up the middle, and he slices through. He's going to have a first down inside the 10-yard line. He didn't need much, and he got it down to about the 7, where it's going to be 1st and goal for Medford from the 7-yard line. Lumberjacks have had 2 stops inside the red zone tonight on Medford. Let's see if they can get another one here, but it's a 1st down and goal now from the 7-yard line. They're going to set up for a direct snap again to Wojak. He's going to take it. Now he cuts it back. He's going to slice through and then be wrapped up and dropped. Maybe got a couple. Maybe got the 5. Call it 2nd down and goal from the 5 on the carry.
No gain on the play.
Mallory in on the stop once again for the Lumberjacks. He's had a good night. Ball mark just shy of the 5. Now we're going to get a timeout call, I believe, by East is going to call a timeout here, so we'll take a quick one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
And we're back here at Tom Field. East players on the sideline trying to get the crowd into it here as the defense tries to get another stop here. Second down and goal from the 6 for Medford. Toombs is going to take the snap. He's going to run with the football up the middle, move the pile. He's going to be down near the goal line. He's going to call him short, down at about the 1. Medford front got a good push that time, and Toombs picked up about 3 or 4 yards before he even got hit. It's going to be third down and goal from about the 1 yard line. (28-6) Lumberjacks, 8:55 to play here in the fourth quarter. Medford trying to keep their hopes alive if they can punch one in here. Here's the snap up ahead. He didn't get in. He got stopped again. That was Toombs again, and there was no hole that time, and he got stood up and dropped. And it's going to be fourth down and less than a yard. That ball is just shy of the end zone. So now if you're East, you're hoping for maybe a bad snap, maybe a penalty or something, because it's going to be pretty tough to keep them out of the goal line here, or keep them out of the end zone here. Less than a yard to go. Fourth down. Can they do it 6 times in one game? And they're going to Krause. He's going to pass for it. They throw it into the end zone. It's going to be knocked away, incomplete. And the Lumberjacks get a stop again. That's 6. Or I've lost track. Is it 6 or 7? I can't believe it. First of all, to be talking about that play call there, a pass, you needed about 6 inches for a touchdown, and they call a pass, and it's knocked away. But the Lumberjack defense on fourth down tonight has been unbelievable. And the Lumberjacks get the football. They're on their own 1 yard line, so now you've got to try to avoid a safety here. But you're going to operate out of the gun. Oh. Rye's going to take a snap in his own end zone. They're going to hand it off to Stahl. He tries the left side, but there's going to be a flag. Well, he can't move him very much farther back to the end zone. They're already almost in the end zone. Half the distance to the goal is about 2 inches. So it's going to be first and 10 again from the less than 1 yard line. Operating out of the gun, dangerous in your own end zone. Lumberjacks have had some experience with that. The Tomahawk game, they had 2 safeties. Rye out of the gun. They hand it off to Stahl again. And did he get tackled in the end zone? No, he did not. It's going to be a safety. And once again, we talk about that. The idea that you're running the ball out of the gun and you've got to get 4 yards just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They didn't do it that time, and Stahl is tackled in the end zone, and it's a safety. And the Lumberjacks give up 2 points here. It's 28-8, and now Medford's going to get the football back with 7:56 to play. East is going to have to kick off. So the defense gets the stop, but they were pinned up against their own end zone, and they cannot get it out of there. And the safety keeps Medford's hopes alive here. Our game brought to you in part by Fleet Farm. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. I tell you what, we're going to need to catch up, I believe, on some commercials. So after this kickoff, we'll take a quick break while the teams change hands here. East is going to kick off from their own 20-yard line, so Medford will probably get decent field position, although Gomez has a good leg. He can boom the ball here. He put one in the end zone earlier, but he's kicking off from the 20-yard line now. And here it comes. And he's going to kick it long, and it's going to be taken at about the 26-yard line. Lots of running room across the 30, the 35 to the 40. Wojciech trying to get outside, cuts it back again, and then going to be dragged down near midfield. So once again, Medford has good field position for this possession. 7:48 to play. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
And we're back here at Tom Field, and Medford was able to get out to the ball quickly, and they ripped off a nice run by Sawyer Ingersoll. He took it from the 50 down inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for Medford from there. Ingersoll has the only points of the night for Medford. He scored a touchdown back in the first quarter. Direct snap again, and not going anywhere that time. Elsner is tackled by Aiden Kildee. Kildee ran down Elsner for a loss back near the 35-yard line. Call it a loss of 1 on the play, and it's going to be 2nd down on 11. Good pursuit by the Lumberjacks. There was another East player that got close to Elsner that time, slowed him down a bit, and that allowed Kildee to come from the backside and run him down. 2nd down and 11, down to 7 minutes to play in this one. Direct snap again. Wojciech's going to take it. They're going to try the counter play again, and a good yardage considering that the running back was hit almost immediately. On the carry for Medford was Connor Anderson on that counter. He got it back to the 30-yard line, but it's going to be 3rd down and long. 3rd down and about 6, maybe 7. Call it a long 6, maybe 7 for the Raiders with 6:40 to play. East just wants to keep that clock rolling right now. They lead it by 20 points. Out of the gun, and once again a direct snap up the middle, and he's going to be wrapped up and dropped after a short gain, nowhere near the 1st down. That was Cash Toombs on the carry, marked down at about the 27 or 28-yard line. And it brings up a 4th down. Medford has to go for it here. Down 20 points, but the clock keeps on rolling. Under 6 minutes to go now.
4th and 4.
Can it be 7 times in one night? They're going to spread out. 4 receivers in the formation. They want to throw, and now a flag flies. They're going to throw it down the middle field. They've got a man wide open. It's going to be incomplete. So let's see what the flag is going to be against Medford. They're going to decline it, and East will turn it over and get the turnover on downs once again. 7 times tonight they have forced a turnover on downs on 4th down. The penalty is declined, and it will be East football here with 5:42 to play. And now they've got some space to operate with the ball out near the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 East from the 28. We'll try to get a player in the house after the game. Too bad we can't get the whole defensive unit for the Lumberjacks in the house tonight. 1st and 10 Cam Rye out of the gun. He's going to hand it off to Stahl. He's going to try to bounce it outside. Now he cuts it back, breaks a tackle out across the 30, fighting for yardage out to about the 33. And that's going to be a pickup of maybe 4 tough yards for Stahl on that carry. Call it 2nd down and 6.
5 yards. Bring up a 2nd down.
2nd down, and give him 5 on that. Call it 2nd down and 5, and he's going to come out. He took a shot on that one. And coming in for the Lumberjacks at running back now will be Cash Ryan Seafelt, the junior. He just wants to keep that clock rolling now as we get down to 5 minutes to play. 2nd down and 5. Rye out of the gun. Here comes the snap. They give it to Seafelt. He tries it up the middle, and not much there. Maybe a yard or 2. He got it across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Going to be 3rd down and about 2 here for maybe 2, 3. Call it 3rd and 3 for the Lumberjacks. Clock continues to move here. Our game brought to you in part by Great Lakes Cheese. We'll get to that in just a second as the Lumberjacks come to the line. Rye out of the gun. Seafelt behind him. Medford showing blitz here. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff to Seafelt again. He cuts back, picks up 1st down yardage, and he stays in bounds as well. Seafelt gets the 1st down, stays in bounds. They'll move the chains and then start the clock again. He got it outside the 40 to about the 42-yard line. 1st down east, and that almost puts the proverbial Wayne Larrabee dagger in it right there with that 1st down, because they can just run the clock. Medford does have 3 timeouts remaining if they want to stop the clock here, but they're down 20 points, so it's not going to really matter at this point. Back for Rye out of the gun once again. Stahl back in there behind him. We got a wing. We're going to give it to Stahl, straight up the middle. Now he bounces it, but he's dragged down. Somebody got a hold of his legs, and he dragged him down after just a short pickup, maybe a yard or 2, but more important, right up the middle, and the clock keeps moving. Great Lakes Cheese, one of our great sponsors. If you're looking for a workplace that invests in you, join the Wausau team at Great Lakes Cheese, a place where people matter and careers are built to last, with competitive pay and benefits and a workplace culture that feels like home. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from your simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Tom King back here at Tom Field as the Lumberjacks trying to close this one out here. They lead it 28-8. They have the football, 2nd down and 8 from their own 44-yard line. Rye is going to hand it off to Stahl again. Nice move. He bounces it outside, and now he's got some running room. It's going to be another 1st down, and he stayed in bounds again. He got it down inside the 40-yard line of Medford before he was tackled. Another big run for Ian Stahl, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Lumberjacks. And more important, once they move the chains, the clock will start rolling again. Clock rolling, 3:03 to play in this one. Lumberjacks getting ready to celebrate their first conference win of the season and just their 2nd win of the year, but an impressive performance on both sides of the football here tonight. Rye out of the gun. Seafelt in the game behind him now. They wait, and now here's the snap. They hand it off to Seafelt again. He's going to try to find some room and doesn't. Gets knocked backwards after a short gain, maybe a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and about 9 for the Lumberjacks.
Met by Graham and Sachka. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down and close to 10. Not much of a pickup that time for Seefeld. And they will split a wide receiver to the near side, but there's no way they're putting the ball in the air here. Under 2 minutes to play. Rye will hand it off again. This is Stahl back in there. Now he cuts it back, runs into his own lineman. He busts through, and boy, one player had to save a touchdown there on a tackle for Medford as Stahl came out of that pile and saw some green in front of him, but one of the Medford players was able to wrap him up and drop him, but not before he got it inside the 25-yard line. It's another first down, and now the Lumberjacks can just run it out here. Clock continues to move, a minute 39. Medford's not going to stop it now. No reason to. They're down 28-8. Lumberjacks come to the line. A couple more plays will do it here. We've got the Merrill Steel postgame show coming up. Rye takes the snap. We'll hand it off. This is Stahl again. Going to be dropped after a short gain. The Merrill Steel postgame show coming up. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest and apply at merrillsteel.com. Lumberjacks. Well, Medford is going to take a timeout here, so we'll take one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Are you ready to give your kids a head start on smart money habits? With Abbey Bank's Bright Future Checking, kids and teens can learn to manage money with you right by their side. They get their own debit card, and you can keep an eye on spending with easy-to-use mobile banking and card controls. The Bright Future Checking account has no fees, no minimum balance, and kids get a bonus after the first deposit is made. Give your child the power of independence. Stop in or visit abbeybank.com to get started. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
And we're back here at Tom Field where the Lumberjacks are ready to close this one out. A minute 8 to play. Cam Rye, the sophomore, his first varsity start at quarterback, and he's done a really good job tonight leading this Lumberjack attack. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off. And right up the middle again. Let's see who's on the carry that time for the Lumberjacks. On the carry that time was Malike Burnside, a junior. Medford will take their final timeout. I suppose we should take one as well. We'll take a quick one and back to finish this one up. Back in a moment, you're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on?
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
And we're back. Rye's going to hand it off, and that's Burnside again. Got inside the 20, but it's going to be short of the first down. It's going to bring up a fourth down for East here. Medford doesn't have any timeouts left, so they can't stop the clock. So the clock will continue to roll here. They're going to try a field goal, it looks like. Gomez is going to get a chance to kick a field goal here on senior day. Leading 28-8, the Lumberjacks are going to try to tack on a field goal here and give Gomez a chance on senior day to kick a long field goal. He's got a good leg, and Tyler Kramer's waiting for the official to call a timeout here late in the game. They take the timeout with 10 seconds to play here. We'll keep it right here. And just give you a quick rundown on the scoring in this game. It all started for the Lumberjacks on their first offensive play from scrimmage. A 90-yard pass from Cam Rye to Tanner Kostrowski. The extra point made it 7-0. Also late in the first quarter, Medford got on the board. A 2-yard run by their fullback, Ingersoll. And the extra point was no good. They went for a 2-point conversion, didn't get it, so it was 7-6 East. It stayed that way until the third quarter at the 8:53 mark. Ian Stahl ripped off a 40-yard run for a touchdown. The extra point was good. 2:17 remaining in the third. A 3-yard run by Stahl made it 20-6. The extra point no good. And then Meverton with an 80-yard pick six. And the 2-point conversion was good. Medford scored on a safety. Here's the snap. Here's the kick by Gomez for the field goal, and it is going to be good. That is going to be a 36-yard field goal for Gio Gomez on senior day with 6 seconds to play in the game. East will have to kick off, but they increase the lead now to 31-8, and this is going to be an impressive win for this Lumberjacks squad here tonight. And they've been waiting for this one since the opening night of the season. Tyler Kramer will tell you that he thought his team maybe had been struggling a bit with confidence. They'd had some injury situations to deal with and just had some plays go against him in a few of their losses, especially the Tomahawk game, where they lost that game 11-10 and gave up 2 safeties and had chances to win that game and didn't do it. But they were impressive here tonight. Close game. The defense, by my count, and I have to double check on this, but by my count, the defense got 7 turnovers on downs tonight, stopping Medford 7 times on 4th down plays. And it will be Gomez to kick off here on the final. This should be the final play of the game. We'll get down on the field for the Merrill Steel postgame show and get Tyler Kramer and a player in the house as well. And so the kickoff is coming here from Gomez. It's a line drive squibber, going to be fielded by one of the up men, and he's going to be bringing it out. And the tackle is going to be made outside the 40-yard line, and that's how this one is going to come to an end. The Lumberjacks get the victory here by a score of 31-8. We'll be back with the Merrill Steel postgame show after this. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
And we're back here on the Merrill Steel Postgame Show. The Lumberjacks with an impressive win here tonight. We'll start with Ian Stahl, who really got things going. Another big plays here tonight again, and using your speed. You always look to bounce it outside, and it worked tonight.
Yeah, I was just looking to bounce it outside on film. They're not very good at keeping it contained, so I just bounced outside and made a couple dudes miss, scored a touchdown. Easy.
Now let's talk about the play of your defense tonight. You like playing defense as well, and you guys got some big plays on defense. I mean, I got by my count 7 stops on 4th down tonight for you guys.
Yeah, our defense is doing really good, keep it contained, and just stuffing the run, stuffing the gaps, and yeah, we just played really good defense tonight.
Kept your playoff hopes alive too.
Yes, we did. We keep it rolling.
Let's bring in sophomore quarterback Cam Rye here. First varsity started quarterback. First play, a 90-yard touchdown pass. How do you improve on that?
We did really good there. I think there was some things that we could have done a little bit better, but overall it was really good. Excellent play we got done.
Got the offense going in the second half, especially the running game, and it really looked good. And you were pretty smooth back there for a first start as a sophomore. That was pretty good.
Yeah, but I have to give props to my line. They protected me all game, and they gave me the courage that I needed to feel fluent and do what I needed to do.
All right, stay right here. Get Ian back here, too. Let's bring in Coach Tyler. Yeah, go get Ian back here. We'll bring Coach Tyler Kramer in here right now. 7-6, and your defense got a couple of stops inside the red zone. Huge.
I had to be better throughout the year. We've been up in every single game this year, and it's one of just responding. The defense did a great job. We had some awesome performances from some young guys like Cam. D-backs were great the entire game, and just showing that we can stop the run against these guys.
Who came up with the first play call, that pass to Kostrowski? Because that's not a guy you go to all the time, and he was wide open.
I'll give that one to Dan Garrett. I say even a basketball guy can call a touchdown every once in a while.
The play of the defense, though, if I could bring the whole defense out here, I would. They were just awesome the entire game.
100%. I mean, led by kids like Aiden Kildee, Xander Klein showed if he's playing one side of the ball, he's a heck of a kid to keep going. Miles Mallory had a good game once he started getting a little bit lower. I said Logan put in a shift on both sides of the ball. I can name every kid, and Mev with that pick 6 for how many yards it was. I think it really kick-started the momentum for the rest of the game.
Well, congratulations. Good luck next week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's bring the guys back in here. You know in the house works?
What?
I'm Cam.
Tell them your name. Look up there. Tell them your name.
I'm Camden Rye.
I'm Ian Stahl, and we're in the house.
And that's going to wrap things up here from Top Field. An impressive win for the Lumberjacks here tonight on senior night. Ian Stahl and some of the other seniors did a great job in winning this one. And the defense, as we said, was spectacular. By my count, 7 stops on 4th down for the Lumberjacks here tonight. They get their first conference win of the season and just their second win of the season, but keep their playoff hopes alive. And they've got Merrill next Saturday. Thanks for watching here on Zaleski Sports. Our final once again, it was the Lumberjacks 31 and Medford 8. You've been watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.